Hi, I decided to make this video in English. I'm not going to put any Portuguese subtitles at all. This is just me talking to myself about some shit. First of all, what the fuck? You're 22 years old. The first time your art ever got recognized was this year. A lot of shit happened this year. And your art got recognized by people in the city, and you're inside a secret society of artists. You're the youngest there, and you made a painting. That painting fucks. If you're 22 years old, people told that to you, if you're 22 years old and you do shit like that, imagine when you're older. Girl or boy, I could have been, I could transition, who knows. I just want to say that stop wanting to kill yourself. This is silly. But here I am, dressed like a demolition lover, looking at my phone screen. Stop wanting to kill yourself. Gerald Way wouldn't want you to kill yourself. You can only do great things, and you can only change the world. You know, the dream that you had ever since you could hold a pencil in your tiny hand. You can only do shit like that if you're alive. Oh my god. Let me break it down to you. You can only achieve your dreams and prove to everybody that you're not a loser and that you're actually a genius if you live. Okay, Dentarian? Okay, João Ducci. So, I don't have any following right now. I believe that I will one day have a following of my own. But at the moment I don't have one. And I only have my best friends who are my #1 fans. And my boyfriend. But this bothers me a little bit. So I'm writing a book, and the book is very good. I'm not telling you that I'm like a Victor Hugo. I'm not telling you that I'm a Mary Shelley. I'm not telling you that I'm Dante or some shit. I'm just telling you that I know how to write. I know how to convey emotion. I know how to write subtlety. And I know how to do shit. And my birds are screaming. But I know how to do shit that normal people cannot do. And I talk about topics that people don't. In a way that people don't. I have original ideas that people don't have. That's why they're original, right? And I was scrolling through Wattpad, through the most famous fanfics and books in Brazil. And dude just got out of 5th grade, barely knows how to read and spell, made something easy to digest so other dumb people can read without worry of not understanding it, and gets 60K in 1 month. People are dumb. People are stupid. You're not. And your friends are not. But people are stupid and people are dumb. And the attention goes to the wrong people, to the wrong authors, to the wrong artists as well. You draw better than a lot of people. And you know that. You paint. You're a painter. You won a prize for it. True. No discussion that you do shit, that you're good. But people still go towards easy to digest things. And attention goes to comics that are easy to draw, mass produced, and dumb. And here you are starting a comic of your own that may or may not receive more attention first than your book, because a comic is easy to digest, as I said, because people are dumb and they are lazy. They don't like to read, they don't like to study, they don't like to achieve more things. They want to still be mediocre until they die. That's not your case. Unfortunately, you were a misunderstood child. But you can only do these things. You can only see your art and your work be recognized if you live. You need to live. You can't die. Not even by killing yourself, and not even by any other means. You cannot. You absolutely can't. You need to see the fruit of your work. You need to see it. You need to publish your book. You need to change the world, because you will. Because before you learn how to read and write, you did animations on paper. Before you learned to read and write, I'm telling, like 4 years old, you were making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of drawings on paper. If that's not autism, I have no idea what it is. I did an autism assessment, and apparently I'm not autistic. Apparently I have a schizoid personality disorder. What the fuck? Anyways, you will not be stuck with your friends forever. You will grow, but you need to continue doing it. You need to write your book every single day a little bit. You need to work towards your goals, and you will. In 10 years from now, you will have other goals, because you already did yours from now. And you have no excuse for not achieving them. The only thing I beg of you, please don't kill yourself. I'm not telling that because, oh, you deserve to live. I'm not doing this shit. I'm telling you that you can't. That you cannot. It's out of the question. You are living for one purpose, and it is to spread art. And people will see it. And you will finish your book. And you will do the things you need to do. You cannot kill yourself before that. Because that's the only reason you're living. The only reason you're living, ever since you were young, was to show the world what the fuck you can do. And you need to prove it to them. Your value needs to be proven. And for you to prove it, you need to be alive. Okay, you're not a Van Gogh. Fuck him. You paint better than him. You don't need to die to get attention, no. You will get the sweet flavor of success when you're still alive. And finally, when you cannot draw anymore, when you cannot physically write anymore, when you're old and cryptic and full of dementia, because you probably have it, then you can rest. Because you have one purpose in life, and it is to prove to the world that you deserve to be heard. And you do that by being alive. And you're cutie as well. First of all, you're extremely hot as a man or a woman. And you have friends who actually are rooting for you, and they care about you, and they read your shit and they see your shit and they're like, oh my god, and they comment on your Instagram post, etc. You cannot be there without them, of course. But one day, they will not be the only ones. You will have more people. You will explode in popularity. Can be at any time, really. When you, at a certain point after you begin your comic, or just after you publish your book. It can be at any time, but you will. Because you're good at what you do. And you're 22 years old. You're only 22 years old and you're already this good. Imagine, oh baby, the future. But you need to be alive, okay? You need to be alive. You need to be breathing to do so. Okay? Any questions? I don't think you have any questions, right? If one day I actually get popular and people watch this video, and I just want to tell people that if I left the life that I was living and then I started doing art, everybody can. You just need to do it. I'm sorry, there's no other way to do it. Just do one line a day. That's it. One day you finish it. Keep living like that. I believe in you. And if you Even if you're the only one believing in yourself, because when you were a little child, you were the only one who was actually believing in yourself. When you were a little child, you were completely and utterly alone. Now you're 22 years old and you will do her justice. But you need to be. And that's it. If I never get famous, that could happen too. I would just be like, my existence will be just a joke, a cosmic joke full of sarcasm. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being a cosmic joke. I think it's poetic. That's it. Goodbye.